Peter Kahn with the Fight Guys, and I am here with the WBO super featherweight, junior lightweight, however you want to call it, champion of the world, Jamel Herring. And thanks for joining me. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Always good.
So he won against Ito in Florida, and he defended against Roach in Fresno. And you know, they say it's hard to win the title, but it's harder to defend the title. And now you've done both.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's been a great journey for him. I'm happy for you.
Appreciate it.
You're one of the good guys in the sport, and so it's, you know, well deserved. Served our country too. So there's so many great things about Jamel. If you don't know about him, you know, Google his name, and you know, you're going to be very impressed. And he's going to have some big fights coming up very shortly. I'm not saying anything. You know, that'll be announced soon. But here we are at Wilder Fury 2.
Yes.
We're in Vegas. Right now we're actually at the UFC Performance Center.
Yep.
And so really I wanted to get your thoughts on the fight.
Okay.
And then we're going to have a little fun, and we're going to talk about some of the prop bets, just like Super Bowl. You know, when you have these like mega fights, they provide, like Bet Online provides these opportunities for people to bet on some fun stuff. No different than the coin toss and who's going to score first, and well, you know, all that fun stuff, right? Is the national anthem going to go over under a certain amount of time? So first of all, I want to get your take.
Okay.
Now, you don't have to be a company man. Okay. Give me your true thoughts on this fight. I want to hear your thoughts first, and then we'll go. Okay. So go for it.
My thoughts on the fight itself. Let me just first say I thought Fury won the first fight.
So
and I was actually rooting for Wilder, but I thought Fury won the first fight. I thought he did just enough throughout the whole entire fight. Matter of fact, I thought he just did a phenomenal job in terms of his boxing and the way he looked. I mean, even with the two knockdowns, I still thought he was up in too far ahead in the cards.
Yeah.
But with that being said, it's hard again to go against Wilder because he looks better in rematches. I think it's the mental aspect of it. Maybe he feels like he's been there with him already, that he's more comfortable and he knows what to look for now. And I wasn't too much pleased with Fury's last fight. So,
or last two fights.
Yeah.
I mean, Schwartz and Valine weren't very impressive.
It wasn't the best.
If we're being honest. Because you know what? The Wilder fight was a virtuoso performance.
Right.
And then it was almost like a kind of letdown. I know he stayed active, and if you want to compare it to Wilder's two fights against
knockout of the year with
Brazil, okay, and Ortiz.
He came back in Ortiz and he put him out. And
neither of those are walk in the park.
No, I don't know.
So to your point,
I believe that Wilder should be still the heavy favorite in this fight, and I believe he actually will get the job done this time around.
Yeah, I agree. I think 36 minutes for Fury, especially being heavier.
Perfect. Yeah, and he's heavier. That's what I mean.
And harder to use those feet.
His style is more made for boxing. Like he's a slick boxer. If he wants
like
to.
you.
Yeah, I mean, so I can't blow
use that range.
I can't be in the ring 30 pounds over my limit,
right,
and expect me to perform the same way as I did my last fight. No, you're gonna be heavy on your feet.
With that being said, you said a heavy favorite. Wilder is, so according to Bet Online, Wilder is the favorite. It's been fluctuating, but you know, I think he's minus 125.
It's been even at some point.
Right, exactly.
Like I said, Wilder. I just like based off the way, just based off the way, and I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
So let's get to some of the fun bets.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll walk you through some of these. You got to put the glasses on here, otherwise I can't read this thing. So the first prop bet you can get on Bet Online is, will Deontay Wilder wear a facial mask on his ring walk? And here are the odds: minus 1,500, yes. Plus 800, no. Which means yes, meaning that for every $1,500 you bet, you win 100.
Right.
And no, at plus 800, you bet 100, you win 800.
I believe you.
Yeah, that's pretty much the consensus.
That's
he's wearing a mask. That's his thing.
He might change the mask, the look of the mask, but he's wearing a mask.
As someone else said to me, when was the last time you did it?
Exactly.
Okay, well here's an interesting one. So the second one. Will Donald Trump congratulate the winner on Twitter? No, minus 800. Yes, plus 500. So no, you bet 100 to win. You bet 800 to win 100, and yes, you bet 500 to. You bet 100 to win 500.
I'm gonna go with no.
Really?
Okay. Don't get me wrong. Now, Trump was involved in boxing a lot back in the 80s.
Yeah, he was actually a promoter.
Yeah, he really was. But I don't know. I think he right now. It's not because he's not interested in the fight. I just believe that his mind is more, consumed on other things. Even if it takes some time to make a tweet, I don't think he's going to say anything about the fight.
So I'm going to remind you of something, right? That in 2018, Deontay Wilder visited the White House.
Okay.
When they pardoned Jack Johnson.
Right.
With Lennox Lewis and Mauricio Suleiman. And Deontay was there as the heavyweight champion. And he then defended his visit to critics that were, giving him a hard time for visiting.
Right.
But, maybe Trump will tweet. If Wilder wins, I think he will. If Fury wins, I don't think he will. Because look, he wants to congratulate his friend Wilder.
Right, exactly.
His friend Wilder with a picture of them in the Oval Office, right?
Man,
Maybe.
And the president loves that right